Welcome back to the Doll Effect. We are here at the Developmental PC here on TikTok, and we also are on YouTube. We have a Instagram that is currently private due to the nature of some very sensitive things that are happening within our system. Okay, so with that being said, we are here with another clip in reference to the Doll Effect. Okay, now we are now talking about how the individual who happens to be the envier, the person who happens to be the predator, the person who happens to either be a narcissistic individual, a sociopath, or they may just be psychopathic. Okay, this individual here, how does this person typically see you? Okay, many of you guys unfortunately may be unconscious to these amazing aspects about yourself, and some of you guys don't see yourself correctly. And then there are some instances where some of you guys may just think a bit too highly of yourself. So there is a whole entire way that this trickery tends to happen amongst us, okay? And it all depends on the nature and what this person wants to gain from you. So typically when we think about people who actually have these predatory natures, what is it exactly that this individual may want from you, especially if you don't have anything financially or a resource or something that this person could possibly use from you? I'll tell you something here. There is something far more powerful that money cannot buy, and that is energy and authenticity, okay? And even if you are a person who isn't quite operating within your authenticity, energy can definitely be sufficient for a person with a vampiric personality type, okay? So when we think about some of you guys who absolutely may be aware of how attractive you are, and the fact that you have this magnetic attraction where you just seem to draw people in, okay? And there's just something about you that is so irresistible to people that they just cannot seem to resist you. And there is a onlooker, an individual that sometimes we may be aware of their presence and sometimes we may not. Okay, and again, as I stated before, some things that may seem coincidental aren't really a coincidence. So there are also instances where some of you guys are unaware of how attractive you are because of the fact that you may have experienced a bit of abuse throughout your childhood. Maybe you've experienced things in your life that has shaken you up a bit or humbled you in a sense when it comes to certain things. And when I say humble you, I not by any means mean humbling in a positive way. I mean that you have been ostracized by people who felt threatened by you. Okay, so some of you guys may not see these attributes about yourselves, see these qualities that are absolutely intriguing to a person who has this vampiric personality type, okay? So when you are a person who is unsure of who you are, I'll tell you there are certain attributes about yourself that people see that are absolutely yummy, okay? And that they will certainly devour, okay? So some qualities that many of you guys may have is when you begin to identify your beautiful qualities is when you can take yourself out of society's standards of what qualities actually are, okay? And not to mention when you begin to work on those aspects of yourself, which I am going to tie into that as well, there are going to be things that you are going to learn about yourself that can give you true and authentic confidence, okay?